Good morning, church. I hope you're all doing well. This morning I just want to encourage you with one of my favourite verses in the Bible. Sarah read the whole chapter out a couple of weeks ago and talked about it, and I just want to read one little bit of a verse and focus on that today. So it's from Psalm 46 verse 10, and it says this: "Be still and know that I am God. I will be exalted among the nations. I will be exalted in the earth." And I just want to focus on the first bit that says, "Be still and know that I am God." Now, I get this Bible verse a lot. It always pops up in my devotionals. People message me saying, "I feel like God's saying this to you." Or people, like when I ask people to pray for me, they get it. Or I just get it. I just randomly flick to it in the Bible. And every time it seems to get a different meaning. It seems to have a different catch. Something different that God's trying to tell me through it to do with whatever situation I'm going through. And it's always a massive help for me. It's always really comforting, and I hope we'll do the same to you today. Now, I don't know what you're going through. We're obviously all going through this weird time, trying to figure everything out. Maybe you're struggling at home, maybe you're struggling with homeschooling, or maybe you don't have a job at the moment. I don't know what you're struggling with. You know, God knows. So I would like to encourage you to use this Bible verse in that situation. So it doesn't always have to be being still, being silent, and knowing that God is God. Being still is translated differently in so many different translations. Some of the other meanings that it has is surrender your anxiety, take time, give your worries to Jesus, stop your striving. And I think whatever situation you're in, you know which one of those meanings apply to you right now. Being still doesn't always mean sit down, take an hour aside, and focus completely on God. It does sometimes, and it's great when it happens. But I can tell you, for me, it doesn't happen every day, unfortunately. And most of the time, being still and sitting in His presence is simply taking a breath and acknowledging that God is there with me, acknowledging that He's so almighty and so He's all powerful and the creator and has so much power over every situation I'm going through. And yeah, so sometimes it's simply taking a breath and acknowledging God is there. And what I love doing is I love sitting sometimes and listening to myself breathe. It sounds really weird, but if you think about it, you can hear your breath because it's so close to you. When you're being still, you can hear your breath. God is closer to us than that. He is so much closer, and it's hard to get my head around how someone can be closer than my own breath. But God is. He is there. He is the creator of everything. He is almighty. He is powerful. He's got control over whatever situation you're going through. Just surrender that anxiety, surrender that situation to Him, and He can do great things. I really hope this encourages you today. And also, sorry, another thing is in situations where in some situations we just can't put everything down. And actually, that's okay. God's there with you in that. He meets you where you're at. You don't have to meet Him where He's at. He always comes and meets us where we're at. So I hope that's encouraging to you today. Bye.